Guys, this news is so big, and I definitely wanted to talk about this because there's not a lot of people covering this news. This is pretty recent too, but definitely this is really, really big. CNN, a media news outlet, right, of the United States, has partnered with Kalshi for live prediction market data. I don't know if a lot of people know what Kalshi is, but Kalshi is basically a gambling site. It's a gambling company. They have a prediction market, and you go in there and you basically trade and gamble on economics, on politics, and daily life. It's pretty diabolical that this is happening, or this has happened. Like, this is truly, truly insane. I don't know, or if you realize what this means. That a literal media news outlet, right? Major media news outlet has just partnered with a gambling company. That is crazy. That is crazy. Like, media that's, brings you news that you're supposed to trust, right? I mean, I don't know if you're putting the picture together here. I mean, I guess a lot of people are not trusting the news so much anymore, that CNN has to now partner with a gambling company, right, to make money, because they have to be losing money. They have to be losing money. This is insane. The deal lets CNN journalists tap Kalshi's federally regulated prediction markets, where odds on yes or no questions reflect crowd wisdom backed by real money wagers. Proponents point out these markets accurately predicted Donald Trump's 2024 landslide. Unlike many polls, Kalshi's co-founders envision financializing opinions onto tradable assets, while critics worry about insider trading risks and gambling's influence on journalism. CNN's Harry Enton will feature the tool in his data-driven segments. Bro, what a crazy, diabolical time we are living in right now. This is wow. CNN is now gambling the news. You can now bet on the news, guys. This is insane. You even got Hassan making a response on it. Gambling on the news is so fucking bleak, and it's a real warning sign about how much American society has deteriorated. I do kind of agree with that when it comes to gambling, right? I'm not really a big fan of gambling, but I'm not going to say that I'm a white knight or a perfect angel here, because I have gambled too, right? I've gambled on stuff. I've given in to the temptation and gambled on a few things. So it's not like I haven't gambled before. And gambling is literally everywhere. It's everywhere now. Like, it's literally not one thing that you probably might not have gambled on yourself without even knowing. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Gambling is so big now. Like, it used to be illegal. It used to be illegal back then. Or like a lot of forms of gambling used to be illegal back then. Now it's everywhere. Even children are being farmed to gamble. It's insane. But the world wants it. That's the thing, and it's just a losing battle to even try to fight this. When it comes to gambling, I mean, the world just shows that this is what they want to do, right? This is what the world enjoys, right? Everybody loves to gamble, and we're going to see a lot of suicides, right? We're going to see a lot of suicides ramp up. We're going to see a lot of people ruining their lives. It's just going to increase even more. It really is bleak. So I definitely do agree with Hassan about this. Like, We actually just live in hell. Late stage capitalism is so awesome. I love having a gambling company, X global news outlet collaborations, and no healthcare. Yep. This truly is a diabolical time. We have news partnering with gambling, and so now you can gamble and bet on politics and what's going to happen in your daily news, right? But you can't get good healthcare, right? With these billion-dollar healthcare companies. Insane. Like this is truly diabolical. I can't even imagine what's happening. Like you even got Kalshi themselves also made their announcement, right? They made their announcement themselves, which a lot of people are reposting, right? Even though I don't watch it, like even though there's people that don't even watch CNN, and even they're agreeing that this is insanely huge. This is insane. The same Kalshi that said Cuomo has a 49% lead in NYC. I mean, it's a prediction market. It's a prediction market, bro. Not everything is going to be completely factually true. It's gambling. I mean, I don't know what you expect. That's like they didn't just merge news and markets. They made your trust tradable. You thought they were reporting the future. They were selling it. This isn't journalism. It's a casino dressed in credibility, a fortune teller licensed by Wall Street. They'll say it brings transparency. They mean traction. They want your attention, not your awakening. Because when truth becomes a stock, narrative becomes leverage. And the story you read was picked by whoever held the most shares in the ending. CNN isn't betting on accuracy, they're installing the odds. They don't care what happens, they care who gets paid when it does. This is not the future of news, this is the liquidation of reality. And Kalshi isn't a partner, it's the vault key to collapse. He absolutely cooked with this. He absolutely fucking cooked with this. This was a diabolical fucking comment here. Like, bro, you absolutely cooked with that. Like, not even gonna lie. This is truly, absolutely everything he just said. Everything he just said is exactly what the news is doing and has been doing for years. And a lot of people has been waking up to this. And this is the result, right? Because people are now, they're not watching the news. Like the only ones who are watching the news are the fucking brainwashed retards that are fucking out here creating fucking chaos, right? Real sane people are not watching mainstream media news because it's trash, it's garbage, they lie, they manipulate, and it's all for them to make a profit and to stay in power and to feel like they're in authority. Lo and behold, look what happens, right? Look what happens. They thought there was going to be the big high authority, or I'm a news outlet, I'm a political arm of the government, right? They thought they would stay high on their little pedestal, right? And this is just the first one. This is just CNN. There's going to be more. There's going to be other news outlets that's going to do the same thing. And it's going to be all the lefty liberal outlets. I guarantee that. It's going to be all the lefty liberal outlets. This is crazy. CNN just integrated prediction markets, which means we can finally short the experts who were always wrong. We got this guy crashing out. I hate CNN with the passion of 1,000 suns, but this may actually force them to face reality, which is a good thing for those still watching them. You got Coffee Lover. It isn't really something new. It has always existed and it will always exist. People were already betting on elections in the 1500s. So dude is going back to the 15th century, my guy. Yeah, I mean, gambling has been around for a long time. It has, absolutely. It was only going to continue to increase and build and grow, because this is what the people want, like literally. We even got Zoran. Mamdani is a Kalshi fan. This is insane. Let's see this.
It's the stock market. What do they know? Gambling is numbers.
The odds
Gambling is wrong.
aren't great.
The next mayor of New York City. Let's go. 93% on Kalshi right now.
Yes.
Chances of victory. 93%.
Yep.
So, barring this doesn't go horribly, I think you're good.
I had a guy I hadn't spoken to since high school text me like 5 days before the election, goes, yo, bro, I just put 1,000 on you. Like, please don't let me down.
This guy's a tool, bro. This is who you retards elected as your next mayor in New York City. And you completely got fucking swindled out of your fucking mind. Jesus, I cannot believe how brain dead people are. Like, oh my God. I cannot believe how dumb people are, bro. You heard free, 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 and you literally believed it. Insane.
How have you been?
The Kalshi odds that have our chances of victory in the 90s. Know this, you are reading the same things that Andrew Cuomo read when he went to sleep each night in June, believing that his victory was promised. We cannot allow complacency to infiltrate this movement.
Diabolical, bro. Diabolical. Y'all gonna regret voting for this idiot. He is such a lying grifter. It's not even funny. Holy shit. But yeah, people are going in the comments here. Shocking news. Shocking. The co-founder of Kalshi says the long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion. This is the time we are heading in, bro. This is the time we are heading in. Everything is going to be an asset. Everything is going to be money. Literally. Everything is being turned into profit.
Mark, you've mentioned multiple times that you think prediction markets will be bigger than the stock market. What is it going to take to become a $1 trillion asset class?
It's pretty much already like a close to 100 billion a year of asset class, right? Like, it's pretty easy to imagine a 10x from here. Like, we haven't even started. It's been a year. I think a very large number of people care, much larger than traditional markets. And I think retail as a pie has just been growing in the US, and I think it's going to keep growing. It's growing in the stock market, but it's growing outside of the stock market. The long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion. And I think if you do build a general purpose exchange that can resolve differences of opinions on anything, like, the TAM is quite massive, quite a bit bigger than the current TAM of the stock market. I think putting aside sort of the retail trading and the institutional trading product, like, there's sort of this separate product, which is like, we are living in a world where, like, we have an abundance of information, but there's a lot of noise, and, like, we don't really understand what's real from what's not. And prediction markets are an antidote to that. They do a very, very good job at distilling information and surfacing truth to people. And
That's a really interesting take. That's probably the only positive thing that I can see this having, right? Is the fact that gambling on a difference of opinion, the opinion that is correct will be the one that the people are mostly betting on, right? And will ultimately win, right? That's the deciding truth. That's what weeds out the noise and weeds out the misinformation, like, say, in elections. And, you know, all the misinformation of, oh, this candidate over here has this amount of votes or this amount of points in their region, and that reporting is false news. And then you go to the prediction markets where people have, the people there that are betting may have more insight and are betting on a different opinion than what the news is reporting, right? So, I mean, I could definitely see that as a benefit that weeds out misinformation. I could definitely see that. Other than that, I mean, it's just really at the end of the day, it's still gambling.
Seeing this sort of massive shift where like people are using them whenever they think about questions about the future, you know, whenever they're debating about anything. And I think that trajectory is going to keep going. That's a new consumer habit that I don't think is going to be undone.
Man, this is the future, guys. This is the future. We got.
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. I say...
Oh my God. My wife and I had a difference of opinion today. Would you like to trade on it? Oh my God. Imagine turning human disagreement into a liquidity pool for a hedge fund interns. Bro, that's the thing too, right? And I was not expecting this, bro. I even have it on my phone. Like, I have Kalshi on my phone. I have not used it. I have not actually used it. I have not actually used Kalshi. I have not actually used it yet. Like, I only signed up to like check it out and see what was going on in this, I guess, new gambling tool here that apparently you could gamble on politics and economics and shit, and I wanted to check it out and see what the heck was going on. But yeah, I literally have it right here. Literally have it on my phone. I literally have an email from them just yesterday. Right? So, I mean, I have not bet or used anything in the app. Have not put any money or tried to bet or anything. But I just found it really interesting and wanted to see what was going on here. Like, literally, you can bet on literally just about everything now. This is the benefit of predictive markets. They cut through the punditry noise of fear mongering. So we also have the same thing here. Sure is concerning that a Trump plus 20 district is now contested, but the market is saying, despite the media screaming, toss up, this race is already over. Ignore the noise. So again, we have the aspect of cutting through misinformation and noise using prediction markets, right? Which party will win the special election for Tennessee 07? Right? We have the Tennessee 7th Congressional District special election. And, you know, the Kalshi prediction markets are already betting on it. So, in the comments, you know, this is not alarming. If you know American politics, Americans vote for change in almost every election. Being out of power is an advantage, and Democrats should be doing well right now. This is what she believes, right? But then you check the Kalshi markets, again, like I said, the prediction markets, and it does look like the red is gaining now. They're definitely gaining. And the Democrats, or the Democratic side, is definitely not doing so well. They're not doing so hot. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is the world we are living in, though, right? Prediction markets, gambling is now everywhere in our daily lives, and the world wants it. The world enjoys doing this. I'm not a full advocate of gambling. I do dabble in it here and there, so I'm not a perfect person, right? It's just a light dabble in gambling, really mostly in games is where I dabble with, like, the gachas, right? That's the only money I've put in, and it's only just like 1 or 2 gachas that I've put money in. So I don't even go crazy, because I'm not an idiot that has a gambling money problem. It's ridiculous. But definitely, this is going to cause a lot more chaos. A lot more people to lose their lives, lose their jobs, lose their assets, lose everything that they have. This is insane. And CNN partnering with them, a mainstream media news outlet that has been around for decades, bringing the American public and the world mainstream media news for the world, and they're now gambling the news. You guys, this is insane. This is an insane time. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.